Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today on my channel. My name is Chris with Kristen's Crafts, and today I am bringing you the first process video for the Baby Got Scraps YouTube series that we have going on for the month of January. This is the second round that we've done. We did this again last January as well, but for those of you who are not familiar with it, this is a way of starting off the new year with clearing out some of your old supplies and making room for new ones that you may acquire during 2022. Some people are just doing it to make a dent in their scraps. Other people, they may decide I'm making my 30 layouts or however many layouts I'm going to make with it. And when the month is over, I'm purging whatever I don't use and starting fresh. You have to make those decisions for you. For me, I look at it as still being good paper, and so I don't purge. I'm overflowing. I'm just trying to make a more conscious effort at using some of the supplies that I have in my stash, especially ones that I've already cut into, so that I can reduce certain areas of my room down. So last year you would have seen that I made a lot of pages with Echo Park and Photo Play. That shelf, I couldn't fit any more into the shelf. It's now to where I can slide things in. It still needs a little bit more concentration, but I did make a dent through all the layouts I made. My other area right now that's overflowing is my 6x6 paper pads and my scraps. So that's what I'm going to kind of concentrate on right now. Anyway, so today, running a little bit of a headache. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night when I was dog sitting. And so I'm going to kind of take an easy route today, but that's okay. I think you guys are going to enjoy this kind of a layout that I'm going to make, and hopefully you can find it something that you can actually do quite easily using your 6x6 paper pads. So for those of you who are not familiar with Baby's Got Scraps, there's really not rules as far as what you make. You can use any kind of media you want. You can scrap any kind of theme you want. The only rule that we have is that you can only use one full sheet of paper. Everything else has to be either smaller paper pads or they have to be scraps. That's it. Everything else, what colors you use, what theme you do, that really doesn't matter. So concentrate on those unfinished projects that you have in your room and try and maybe get some of those wrapped up, but use the scraps and the smaller paper pads. So today I picked out 2 photos of my family. This is one of me and the kids and with my husband and all the grandkids. And this one right here is just the kids with the grandkids. So I am going to scrapbook. This is kind of a go-to design. Again, this month you will see me doing a lot more of those simpler, easier projects, only because I want to get things in the books and I want scraps used up. I still want a nice layout for my albums, but I don't need to create a layout that's going to go on Creating Keepsakes magazine. This is just to get things done nicely, the story told, and in the books. Okay, enough rambling. I'm going to get my tape runner here, and I am going to get my trimmer. I did pick out an Echo Park sticker book, and then I do have 2 Echo Park, one's Cartabello, one's Echo Park sticker sheets. Neither one has been used, so it's about time I use a couple stickers from them. I am going to set them to the side for a minute though, and let's go ahead and get our background going. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to cut the branding strip off. So let's go to 12 inches. I don't know where this piece of paper came from. It is from, it looks like from a paper pad, and there's nothing on the back side, so I'm not sure where exactly it came from, but I liked the brown colors and I thought it was a good background. So what I want to pick from here, since these are pictures from Thanksgiving, I want to pick out 4 different papers. So I want things that will be different, that will stand out. I kind of like that. And then I have wood grain on the other side. Kind of like the blue. Let me just see. I think I'm going to try and go with maybe the lighter colors though, because of this background being a little bit darker. Do I want to touch a blue in it? Well, the flowers have a little bit of blue, so I am going to pull in a little bit of blue. And when you see what I have done, if it works out what's in my brain, we will be okay with that. So the first thing I want to do is I want to cut a 3-inch strip from each. And then I'm going to cut it in half, 3 inches. So now I have 2 3x3 squares. Next thing I'm going to do is line them up on my trimmer, and I'm going to turn them into triangles. I'm going to do this for all of the papers. All right, next I want to cut a 1-inch strip. And I also want to cut that in half to 3 inches. Okay, make 2 piles. Next page, again, it's going to be 3 inches. Cut it in half, so I have this 3-inch squares. And then turn those into triangles. And what we are going to do is just kind of make a quilted look for our background. This is a very, very simple pattern that you can do on your layouts, but it's one that will kind of give it your layout a little bit of impact because you're bringing so much pattern in. It looks like you did a lot when in reality you really didn't do a whole lot. It's just more of the, you know, patching it all together. Just make sure that you're careful with your patterns and the directions. So here I have a directional pumpkin. So I want to make sure I cut my, actually I'm going to cut my pumpkins, one going this way. They're still up and down. And then I want to cut one the other direction. So starting at the other corner. We'll see if that works. Worst case scenario, I have to cut more. But I think this is going to be okay. And then I want a 1-inch piece. Cut in half. Okay, 2 more. Nope, 1 more. Yeah, I've done 3. So this is my last one. This is number 4. And it should go pretty quick. Now I just need my 1-inch. And cut it 3x3. All right, so I have those all done. I'm gonna put my trimmer to the side for right now. So let's go ahead and start with the top. I have my 1-inch by 3-inch strips. And all I'm going to do is run these across the top. Make sure that you line them up and mix your pattern. Now, because this has blue in it and this has blue, I want to make sure I don't put those next to each other. I kind of want the blue to break it up a little. So I'll go with one of the red ones. There. Now I'm going to go with the floral one. And then we'll go with the leaves. Now we're going to repeat the pattern, but we're going to start below. So I'm going to start with the blue one, but here. That way the colors are separated. And we'll do the pumpkin. So now we've made like a quilted edge at the top. And if you want to do this with scraps, it's the same concept, 1 by 3 inch going across. If you want to make more, you could go 1 by 2 inches and just have it more pattern. I'm just keeping it bigger. So now we're going to go and we're going to start running these across the bottom. And so again, just varying. So now I'm just going to go ahead and put the one triangle down. And then make sure that I match that triangle with a different pattern. And let's go ahead and add some blue. And now we need a pumpkin. And if you can see, the other thing I did was I switched, so my diagonals are going the different way. Hopefully it's not going to cause a problem, but we'll see. So now I'm going to go ahead and repeat it again. And actually, I want it to go like that. I'm not tacking it down yet, so I need the leaf one. So we're doing that same square, we're just reversing the angle of it. So now I've got that zigzag going. So now I'm going to do these, but again, I want to change up the zigzag. So now I need this one to go like that. Nope, I need it to go like this. Okay. And the pumpkin is going to be the one at the top. And now I'm grabbing my pumpkin. Now, I have to decide if I want to go further, because I could do another row of these, but it's going to take it up quite a bit. And then there's only just room for my pictures. So I think what I'm going to do is on these squares here, I'm going to hold off on using them. So I'm just going to put them to the side. And I think what right now with what I have, I am happy with this border down here, which is wider, and then this smaller border up here. And then I'm going to run the pictures across. So let's go ahead and go with that. If you wanted, you could go and do the whole patch thing on there and not have to even have it. You could use like white pattern paper or a ugly paper, or I shouldn't say ugly, a paper that's not one of your favorites that you don't mind covering over the top of. I just kind of want that showing through. So now let's go ahead and grab our stickers. And one of the things I liked is this thankful, but I'm not sure now looking at it if it's the right colors. I think this one actually lends itself better. And I kind of want to have a little bit of a border. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this sticker and run this across the top. That finishes off that edge. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to run this across the top of the photos. That finishes off that edge. And now we just have to decorate it. And I kind of wanted like a banner, but I think I'm okay without it. But I think I need like this big flower and the word thankful going around it. So let's see where we can put that. Okay, I like that. And then it's got these little twigs going in here. Let's see if there's another one. I don't see another one. Let's see. I like this kind of, the little jars. And I like this grateful. And then there's one of these vines again. Let's have that run off above. And then it's got this little word that says give thanks. I'm going to put that here above that. We can put a little bird on top of the thankful. And here's a little flower. We can bring that down. So now we've got the flower at the bottom and the flower at the top. And I'm going to trim that excess off. It kind of finishes off that bottom there. All right. Let's see what else we've got here. Okay, let's look at this sticker book and see what we have in here. I like the little boots, and those will fit kind of nice right here. under the give thanks. And then let's add a few leaves. And I'm just kind of sprinkling them on like they're like enamel dots. I'm just popping them here and there. Like that. No. I was thinking I could have something over there, but I think I'm just going to do the 2 clusters. I know that a lot of people like doing the 3, but this paper's busy and it really doesn't need a 3rd. So I'm just double checking to make sure there's nothing else. That's not bad because it does stand up against the background. I want something that says more like Thanksgiving or up here. Thankful and blessed. Let's take this one up. I'm trying to divide this one between the squares so I still see the colors. And then how far over do I want the truck? Bring it just a little bit more this way. Still seeing the blue. Bringing in the blue from the truck. All right, that's not bad. Now I've got my 3. And I can bring a little sunflower in. And then a couple leaves. And then the last thing I would want is maybe journaling. I also have a few word phrases. So this one here, so thankful. Counting my blessings. And I like this gather. All right, I think that's gonna do it. I'm pretty happy with how this looks. And again, it didn't take much. I used some Echo Park stickers and made my clusters, 2 photos, cut some paper pads down and did a little paper piecing like a quilt, and that was it. So I challenge you, go into your stash, grab out a 6x6 paper pad, 2 photos, run them horizontal, and see what you can make in your stash as well. You all have a great day, and Happy New Year. thank you for spending time with me last year, and I look forward to the coming year together, and we will be back again tomorrow with another Baby's Got Scrap. Have a great day. Bye.